We're back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow, and in today's video we're going to talk about a penny stock that is ODT stock, Odinate Therapeutics Inc. And this stock has been beaten hard since the earnings of March and February of this year, and since then it's been sideways in the threes, trying to jump up towards the sixes, come back down, jump back up towards the fives, come back down, and just sat sideways all year around the threes. And it just recently fell tremendously from $3 all the way down to lows here of 148. The 52-week low is 146, and we're just 30 cents away from that, about a 20% difference from the most recent lows and where it's at today. Now I want to share with you guys what 42 Vision is showing us, and Ultimate 42 Vision is showing as well. But before we do, let's go ahead and look at the opportunities I mentioned this morning and one of the home runs that turned out to be spectacular through the volatility of the market. We're going to jump right into it here with ODT. The home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. And BFRI turned out to be the home run of the day today, but after the turbulence, because this is one that we caught since last week on Wednesday in the threes, turned out to be a home run on Wednesday, on Friday, but today it had momentum, and out of nowhere a private offering was announced, but still didn't stop me from looking at it. I'm going to share with you guys why. So NRXP is one that we caught in the pre-market as it was pulling downwards. On Ultimate 42 Vision, we got the bull indicator that popped up. We also see here the strength, and it went to a highest point of 15% plus, but towards the bell, things had overextended. We got that bear indicator, and you can see the shifts into weakness all the way throughout this downward trend. Now, it did give jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, but the best point of maximization on this one turned out to be in those few minutes of about 10 to 20 minutes before the bell. Now, the home run of the day was BFRI. Now, this is not your typical home run that you catch the stock and it goes up. This was a very volatile one because of the private offering that was announced about 4 minutes before the bell. You could see how quickly things shifted after we mentioned it. It went up nearly 10%, pulled back down, shift into weakness. The bear indicator popped up, and right here in this consolidation, this is what I call, based off of 42 Vision, the dip area. That's where the opportunity began, started to shift into strength. The bull indicator popped up, and it gave a highest point after that dip of 70% plus, guys. If you want to get on early and be aware and prepared for these opportunities, we strive for them every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with ODT, Odinate Therapeutics Inc. And this is a stock that I talked about earlier in the video, how it's been being down since the earnings back here in February and March. It's been sitting sideways. It's had its fights to get out of the $3 range, but it's been around there, and it's been pulling back from the threes all the way to the 52-week low here of 147, and it started to bring itself back up now. And I want to share with you guys what the opportunity is showing and why this is short term. There's nothing long term here that I'm looking for, and realistically speaking, I'm looking for 10 to 20%, 20 to 50% from these levels. This is a penny stock under a lot of pressure, but let me share with you guys why I see an opportunity, even though this extreme weakness is being shown here on 42 Vision. And we're going to look at all the premium indicators with 42 Vision, 42 Vision 2.0, and Ultimate 42 Vision, what they're showing. And I want you guys to understand you have access to these as well by joining. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord or 42 Vision indicator. And by joining the 42 Vision tier level, you gain access to the daily watch list, weekly watch list, and the premium indicators as they're released. So far, 2 of them have been released. Ultimate 42 Vision, which is the bull and bear indicators, will be released soon. So ODT has not a low float, but doesn't have such a high float for being a penny stock. And I want you guys to realize that and be aware of it. It's 37 million share float, okay? Now the short ratio and short float is not really that high. This has been a lot of pressure of selling than anything else, okay? This is not a short squeeze opportunity. this is an opportunity based off of what the price targets are showing from analysis ratings and how beaten down this stock has been. Now, I'm not going long term with this, okay? I want you guys to realize that. I'm going to be watching it closely though, and I'll probably shave off a huge portion of my position according to how things roll out, and then a small piece of it, I'll probably let it go higher or just let it go wherever it needs to go or wants to go. But right now, share float is not as high as you would think. 37 million is a lot, but it's not a lot in the sense of hundreds of millions of share float and so forth. So as a penny stock, this is kind of in a small or relatively low float area. It's still higher than the usual of low floats of 10 million, 20 million, but 37 is not that high. That's cool stuff there for this stock itself, just for the volume, the inflow, and the share float that's out there. Now, 42 Vision, once you see this extreme weakness, eventually there is going to be a reversal point, and it's been trying to reverse here on the 30-minute. I want you guys to see how 42 Vision 2.0 allows one to see and avoid the points that look like they're reversals but turn out to not be reversals, okay? Even right here, okay? The beginning of the reversal has just started around this area in the 150s. We're seeing strength on 42 Vision, strength on 42 Vision 2.0, and on top of that, if I remove all these circles to not create confusion, you could see here that it is showing on Ultimate 42 Vision the beginning of a bull indicator. Now we need to see if it can hold up, okay? This needs volume, this needs momentum to continue. If this can continue this path, if this strength can continue, and this bull indicator stays here and we do not see a pullback and no bear indicator pop up like the most recent one that popped up here in the 3s, and it's been dropping since, if we're starting to reverse and all these confirmations align, this could be on its way back up to newer highs. Now we need to see how strong this reversal will be. So I want to talk to you guys about the resistance levels that I'm watching and why specifically this stock is looking like an opportunity. So the resistance levels that I'll be watching, the first one is up here at 199. I would just round that up to $2. But before getting there, the most recent high was 176. I definitely want to see this break through that, hit 180 and go towards $2. If it can get above $2, it could be at a point where it can create a staircase effect and probably bounce up to newer highs and new resistance levels. And the next one would be up here at 232. So definitely write these numbers down to keep them in mind. And with 42 Vision, I will be tracking how much higher this is going and if this bull indicator holds up, if 42 Vision 2.0 holds up with that green bar effect, as well as 42 Vision as we're seeing the strength here. Now, I want you guys to see though the difference on the 4 hour, okay? This is super important as well. On the 4 hour, we're still under pressure to the downside, but a reversal is starting to form. The next part of this puzzle is red with green borders. That is going to be significant if it continues in that direction to the upside. So, apart from the charts, 42 Vision, Ultimate 42 Vision, and 42 Vision 2.0, the main thing I'm going to look at and what has me kind of excited here, that it's going to have some type of momentum to the upside eventually, if not just beginning, because of this news that came out earlier in the month, okay? They announced a 20 million share buyback, okay? ODT stock announced it on the 17th of November. And I want you guys to see something interesting, okay? This buyback happened to make the stock fall even lower when it turns out to be great news, okay? They basically stated that they're going to go ahead and do a share repurchase plan for up to 20 million shares in order to return capital to stockholders. This is an action that companies previously announced decision to discontinue the development, but then the repurchases may be made from time to time as the company's discretion. The plan has no time limit and can be discontinued at any time. That's anybody, that's any repurchase agreement. But the company had total share equity of 71.5 38.4 million or 185 per share based off of 38.5 million shares outstanding. And this is what they filed in the Form 10Q. This is what's creating an opportunity, okay? I want you guys to understand, when this happens, it creates some type of uncertainty and it shakes up the whole entire stock itself. But 20 million in valuation of buyback of shares is nearly 30% of the value of this company. This is pretty big, okay? Now, could it affect the stock short term? Well, yeah, we're already seeing it. This is the aftermath, right? We're seeing things after it has happened. We're seeing things after it's bottomed out. And I believe that we have seen the bottom. It's not confirmed. We need to see if it creates the bottom and continues pushing upwards. But based off of 42 vision, based off the charts, 146 seems to have been the bottom so far. And if it breaks through it, it could go and accelerate into further weakness. But it could be creating an even larger opportunity because ODT stock will be pre-purchasing its own stock through this whole entire agreement. It's been announced, and it's nearly 30% of the value of the company's market cap. So it is very interesting at these levels how much it accelerated downwards. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Companies don't want to buy at higher prices. They would like to buy at lower prices. And here we are, seeing it at a lower price, and eventually a reversal could be forming or start to have formed already. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to receive clarity in the charts to maximize on opportunities and be able to see what's going on through the volatility, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord and also 42 Vision Indicator. They will each get you access to the 42 Vision tier level, which gets you access to the indicators, daily watch lists, weekly watch lists, and a community of investors all looking to learn and grow together.